I want to show you my latest do-it-yourself prepper home project that I made. This is my solar oven. This is about the third time I've cooked on it. First time was hot dogs, and the second time was sausage and eggs. Didn't have no problem with it. I let it air out prior to me actually cooking on it for about 3 weeks. Mainly for the paint and any kind of glues or any kind of adhesives that are in it. Okay, I'll talk a little bit about how I made it. If you notice, it's mighty big. The reason why I made it so big, in case it didn't work out for me as a solar oven, I could use it as a cold frame or possibly a dehydrator. Of course, I can still use it for either one. Ain't no big deal. And but that is the reason why I made it so big. I've been cooking chicken this today, and this was my final actual test. And I started at 9 o'clock. I had the oven facing east from 9 o'clock until about 1:30. At 1:30 I come out and moved it around to face west. Okay, it's built with standard plywood, non-treated plywood. I painted the inside of the wood with heat resistant black paint, spray paint, and I painted the outside with just regular satin spray paint. It's got 2 coats of cardboard insulation with Reflectix taped both on the inside and the outside. Then I went across and I used metal duct tape to seal all seams all the way around. Okay, from what I understand, the lowest safe temperature for cooking chicken is 160 degrees. Okay, right now we're kind of overcast. We're kind of in a big cloud right now, and the average temperature this stayed was right at 175 degrees. Most of the day, that every time I tested it, it was right about 220 degrees all day. Now I haven't opened this up now in about, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. And but just take you around and show it to you. For the glass framing, I didn't have no glass, so what I used was an actual solar panel, or a plexiglass storm window is what I used for my glass. Okay, and I did seal all the seams with caulk, so in that way no air would go in. And pretty much all it is a big wooden box with Reflectix and cardboard insulation is what it is. Now I've got my thermometer in there. I don't know if you can see the temperature. It's right about 175 degrees right now, and this is behind the clouds. Let's say that the temperature averaged anywhere between 175 degrees and 220 degrees, so it stayed hot enough that it was safe. Now I put a baking grate down inside to try to keep the pot actually up off the Reflectix, and that way air would be all the way around, kind of like a convection oven, I reckon. But anyway, I'm getting ready to open this up because we're probably not going to get too much more sun, and it's been cooking for about 8 hours. I'm right at 8 hours. The eggs and sausage, it took me about 2 hours to cook both sausage and eggs. So to me, it was a lot. This performance was more feasible than trying to use that solar cooker, standing out and adjusting all the time. And I've already taken the solar cooker apart. I did keep it in a frame and kept it so that way I could put it back on the frame. Okay, let's see. It's sun's coming out from the cloud. You'll notice the temperature will probably slowly start going back up again. But it's just now starting to get cloudy. It's always every evening about this time, around 5 o'clock, we start getting clouds rolling in. Unfortunately, they don't ever produce a good storm or anything. Okay, so I'm going to open it up. I'm going to have to set you down for a second so I can open it up. And let me see if I can put you up here. I don't know if I can get you up, sit up here or not. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not. Hopefully I won't have no camera accident. Okay, this is the first time I'm opening this pot, so y'all gonna see it for the first time just like me. I take that back. I did open it. Once before, and that was whenever I moved it, but I haven't opened it since then. And all I'm using is a metal enameled camp cook pot. Like I say, it's the first time I'm opening it since then. Okay, if you look down in there, it's fairly cooked. Now before I eat it, naturally I'm gonna check. There's actually steam coming off of it. But before I actually eat it, I'm gonna make sure the temperature, make sure it's safe to eat. As long as there ain't blood all around the bones, I'll eat it. Okay. Anyway, I say this is my probably my last little section of solar cooking stuff for today, or well, probably for this season anyway. Probably in November or so, I'm gonna bring you back and see what the temperature gets like whenever it's kind of cold weather, like 40, maybe 50 degrees outside during the day. See if it gets warm enough. And in the meantime, I am going to keep looking for me a piece of tempered glass, because from what I understand, the glass is going to produce a higher heat than what this plexiglass is. Also, I may try to make some reflectors around on it. I don't have reflectors. As long as it stayed above 175 degrees, I'm happy with it. And as long as I know I can cook on it, it makes me happy. Because that's the whole idea, is to keep from a lot of heat on the inside of the house during the summertime. And pretty simple cooking to me. You put it in there, face it towards the sun, and let it do its thing. Okay, I know it's a short video. If y'all have any questions or comments, just reply. Y'all know how to do it. Take care. Bye. Have a good evening.